you chat now? I've got a little suggestion.
Casey? I can, but maybe I pass on the suggestion, lol.
Aw, don't be like that. Turning me down so smoothly hurts me. By the way, is Nate not around?
No, he's away on a business trip. He's pretty busy with a new project these days.
Well, that worked out perfectly then.
For what?
For the plan I schemed.
Okay, a plan and a scheme are the same thing, you know? It's like toast and bread.
Ugh, don't be nitpicky. Who cares?
You've graduated with a degree, so get a proper job and put your dad's mind at ease.
I don't want to talk about it right now. It's not the time for that. Let me just tell you about my plan.
Okay.
So, I have a suggestion for my favorite person. How about going on a trip for a tour of the Grand Canyon?
Well, you know, a tour of the Grand Canyon is self-explanatory without the word trip.
Jeez, you're so annoying. I really put thought into this for you.
Alright, thank you.
So that means it's a yes, right?
I didn't say yes.
Come on, say yes. I heard your dad passed away recently, right? I thought it might help to cheer you up.
Oh, really? I'm so touched. Thank you, Casey.
Alright, it's settled then. You'll cover all the travel expenses, okay?
Casey, I don't think it's right that you just suggest and make me pay for it. I don't have that kind of money.
You're full of lies.
Normally the one making the suggestion pays, you know. It's rude to make me pay.
But Ali, you work at my dad's company, right? That means it's basically the same as me paying you, isn't it?
What kind of logic is that? Do you even have a brain inside your head?
I do. I know you have a lot of money. You don't need to be so stingy.
Look who's talking. Then why don't you get a job at your dad's company or something?
I'm working hard to pursue my dream my own way. I just haven't gone all out yet.
That's the classic excuse of a bum, you know?
Don't call me a bum. Call me a dream chaser. I'm aiming to be a designer, you know? I have a big dream.
Sure, if that's true, I'll support you. But first, actions speak louder than words.
You're just a freeloader who married into the family.
If you cross the line any further, I'll be very angry.
Ugh.
Anyway, I'm not going on a trip that's a trap for money pit like that. Forget it.
Okay, let's do this then. Justin and I will go to the Grand Canyon. So cough up the money.
Oh God, what are you talking about? That's even more ridiculous, isn't it? Why do I have to pay? Who the heck is Justin anyway?
You think I don't know anything, huh? But I sure do. I know you have loads of money.
Yeah, right. Even if I did, I wouldn't spend it on a dumb, unemployed couple's trip. Get a job first, then talk about traveling.
No. Normally adults treat the younger ones, you know.
You're not normal. You don't work, just talk and hang out all day. In this situation, I can't possibly give you money.
You're so old-fashioned. Knowing how to enjoy life is what allows me to create amazing things.
That's what people who can balance work and private life say. Your situation is different.
Ugh.
Never mind.
So, can you just send me a check for 5,000?
Geez, didn't I just say I'm not giving it to you? Is your brain filled with moron virus?
Stop calling me dumb and moron.
I will until you realize.
You're trampling on my kindness. Just you wait, you'll regret this, you big dummy.
What kindness?
Hey Ali, why haven't you sent me the check? I begged you so much.
I mean, why did you even think I would in the first place? There's no reason for it.
I asked you so many times.
You're being too persistent. If you really want to take a trip that badly, You should get a part-time job or something. Make your own money.
Alright, I get it. In that case, you should give me the money to rebuild the house.
Huh? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I mean, I'm already in the process of rebuilding.
What are you saying? Is your brain made of pudding?
I really don't get it, but I can tell you're being mean.
You're the mean one, Casey.
How? What's wrong with receiving money from someone who's well off? I know everything. When your dad passed away, he left you a significant amount of inheritance.
What?
Congratulations on inheriting $5 million, Ali. Thanks to that, I'm building a mansion worth $1 million. When will you share some of that money with me? I have to make some payments soon.
What are you talking about?
You're shameless. It's so obvious. You've split the total in half with your mom, right? So you must have gotten over $5 million. You can't claim to have no money, LOL.
Well,
as I mentioned, the house we're rebuilding right now is worth $1 million.
Oh my god.
It's a mansion. Isn't it great? I can't wait.
You're joking, right? Surely your family will notice if you do something so reckless.
Oh, it's not my house. It's Justin's.
Okay.
So, when can I get it? The $5 million. I've used various things as collateral to get the loans. So I have to repay it soon.
That's none of my business. Figure it out on your own.
Oh, come on. It's way too late now, LOL. The construction has already started. Do it for your lovely sister-in-law, LOL.
This is outrageous. Why did such excellent parents end up with a daughter like you? Your lack of intelligence amazes me.
Shut up. You know Justin is a business owner too. He's a more competent businessman than my brother and earns a lot more than my dad's company. I mean, family-run businesses are kinda lame to be honest, LOL.
Then you can ask him for money. If he's what you say, there shouldn't be any issue, right? Why are you pestering me?
If I did, it would just inconvenience him. Absolutely not. Besides, he's fronted some money for me, so...
I mean, it's his house that's being rebuilt, isn't it? Then it's only natural for him to cover it. You, and especially me, have no reason to pay.
Oh, well...
You didn't think it was strange, huh?
But you should still pay. We're getting married once the house is finished, you know? I'll be his wife.
What about your dream of becoming a designer? You hadn't thought about that?
I'm still going to continue my studies. Even after we're married, I can still pursue my dream as a designer. You should hand over $5 million as a wedding gift.
About that, I didn't inherit anything.
What?
I renounced it because it was too complicated.
No!
Yeah, so I haven't received a single cent.
Not a single cent? What the heck? Are you kidding me? There was $5 million, right? I know everything.
Well, it seems there might have been something like that. I wish I would have gotten it, LOL.
Why didn't you? You're the biggest idiot.
It was mostly debts, you see.
Huh? Even though it was an inheritance, there were debts?
Yeah, you didn't know? Debts are inherited too.
Whoa.
So what remained was about 200,000 give or take.
You have that much? Give it to me.
Jeez, is your brain made of melting cheese or something?
It's not melting.
Because of my dad, my mom went through a lot. So I gave her what remained.
Oh my god. And you think you've done something good, don't you? You fake phony do-gooder.
I have a younger brother who felt the same way. We discussed it and decided to renounce the inheritance. We didn't want any money left over from the debts. So I won't give a single cent to you, dummy. Or rather, I can't, LOL.
I'm I'm not letting this go.
Sorry, I have no money, lol.
Hey, Ali, how's it going?
I'm tired from work. I bet you're bouncy as usual. You're not working after all. So envious, lol.
Quit it. I'm tired too. I just moved.
Did you? To Justin's place? That's cool.
Nope, your mum's place.
What the?
Justin's with me too.
What on earth are you doing, barging into her house?
Oh, we just want to bond with her, who inherited a fortune, you know? We're thinking we take care of her.
No, get out of there now. Do you want a sriracha sauce injected into your artery?
Stop it.
Then leave.
No way. Since we're already here, we want to take our share of the inheritance. We won't be satisfied otherwise, lol.
How did you even get in? The door was locked, right?
We just used the window, you know?
That's trespassing. That's a serious crime. Knock it off.
By the way, she isn't here. Where did she go?
Oh, she moved 3 days ago to a new apartment she bought.
What?
That house is too big for just her, so she's selling it.
What the heck? We moved some stuff in, you know?
It's a sentimental place, but she had to sell it to pay off Dad's debt. She had no choice. Goodbye, my childhood home.
Wait, what about us?
I don't care. You did this on your own, didn't you?
The construction of Justin's house was stopped because we don't have money. Now we don't have a place to go.
That's none of my business, lol. Woohoo! Don't get too excited.
Please, Ali, let us stay at your place. I'll even get down on my knees and beg if you'd like.
No, lol. Seriously?
Please, pretty please.
But first, don't you have something to tell me and your dad?
Huh? Thanks for giving birth to me?
I don't recall giving birth to you. And it's physically impossible for him. He's not Schwarzenegger Jr., you know?
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, you've taken a title deed from his office, right? That's another serious crime, you know?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe we should report it to the police. Let the experts handle it.
Hold on.
Having the title deed alone won't get you a loan, okay? Especially if someone who isn't even the owner goes to a bank with just that and tries to loan against it. No bank will ever accept it. You get that, right?
No. Really?
How old are you? Can you please gain more common sense?
I'm not experienced enough in life to know all that stuff.
Besides, the person you showed the company's title deed to is someone your dad deals with.
What? I didn't know.
He contacted the office right away, saying a suspicious couple brought the land title deed. He was really skeptical, as he should be, lol.
Oh yeah, he did make a phone call while we were waiting. That time, huh?
It was chaos in the office as your dad was outraged. He was going to call the police. I convinced him to spare you from that. You should be grateful to me.
Oh my god, Ali! So are you gonna help me out?
Huh? Yeah, right, lol.
Ugh.
If you targeted my mom and her home, it's a different story now. Do you even realize what you've done? The police will be there soon.
I hear the siren.
That was fast. Impressive. Our police department is excellent, huh?
Ali?
Yeah?
I'll work at my dad's company starting tomorrow. I'll turn over a new leaf and work seriously. Please tell him to help me.
No way, lol.
Please.
Good luck being under police custody.
No, why? Why won't you help me?
What a shallow girl Casey is. Afterward, she and the self-proclaimed entrepreneur, Justin, were easily arrested by the officers at my mom's house. Well, that's normal after what they've done, right? By the way, the bank rep told them that he would hold on to the title deed for screening. And then he returned it to my father-in-law. Thank goodness he was the rep in charge of the company. After the incident, Casey was disowned and kicked out of the house. It's a case of reaping what you sow. Furthermore, she had borrowed money from all over the place to rebuild Justin's house. Now she is working diligently at a factory in the suburbs, paying off the debts alone. Reportedly, she's become alarmingly thin. By the way, Justin, on the other hand, was found to have gotten into some shady business at his company. He's still making use of the long-term stay plan at the detention center. I guess he's even more foolish than Casey. I hope they'll get their act together after all this. Thanks for watching the video till the end. Please check out our other videos as well.
Do me a favor? Pack up your things right now.
What are you telling me out of the blue? I'm in the middle of work.
Honey, I'm really sorry. But right now, I need you to listen to me without asking questions.
What's going on? Do I need to go back home now? I'm confused. I don't know what to do. What's happening?
I didn't want to tell you because I've been feeling really bad about this.
But we're married. We have to be open with each other. Don't be so distant. I won't be surprised, so go ahead and tell me.
I'm actually in debt.
Oh my God, a debt?
See, you said you won't be surprised.
Sorry, I've never owed money in my life. So I'm not immune to hearing something like this. But how come you have a debt all of a sudden?
I've become a co-signer for my parents. That's why.
Co-signer. I was always told by my parents never to become a co-signer, even for them. It could turn into a huge problem. What did they buy? How much?
You know they're in agriculture, right?
Yeah?
They hired people and tried to expand by investing a lot in the business. But it didn't work out in the end.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is there any way to resolve this? Should I speak to your mom?
No, please don't. If you get involved, debt collectors might come after you.
So, how much is the debt?
300K.
300,000? I'm gonna faint.
I got a call on my phone earlier. They told me to repay it immediately. It was a debt collector calling.
What about your parents?
I called them earlier, but I couldn't reach them. I think they might have gone into hiding somewhere.
That's terrible. What's gonna happen to you then?
I want to do everything I can to protect you. You know I love you. So please leave now.
Honey.
I filed a divorce petition.
What?
Just being married would be troublesome for you, right? I can get by as long as I know you're safe and happy.
No way. I can't agree to a divorce.
Please understand. I can't get you in trouble.
I'll be fine. Let's repay the debt together. I'll work hard for it.
Thank you, honey. I'm happy to hear you say that, but it won't work. I've made up my mind. The debt collectors are here right now.
What? Are you safe?
I need you to go to your parents' place today. Once things settle down a bit, I'll get in touch with you.
One day, my husband, Vince, made an unexpected revelation out of the blue. I had no idea about him being a co-signer for his parents. I did as he said and returned to my parents.
Honey, are you doing okay?
I'm fine. More importantly, how about you? I've been so worried that I haven't been able to sleep well.
Sorry. I'm okay here. Did you sign the divorce papers?
Not yet.
Why?
I can't. Because I love you. You've done nothing wrong, right? You just became a co-signer. I don't want to divorce over something like this.
You can't talk about the past now. It won't change anything. Debt collectors show up every day. They might even come to your place. Please, sign and submit them soon. I don't want to put you in danger.
Listen, honey, I have some savings, you know?
Oh, how much?
About 100,000. It's far from 300,000, but if we pay half, maybe the debt collectors will ease up a bit.
I see. 100,000. Maybe you're right. Can we use it?
Of course, we're married. We should help each other, especially in times like this.
I love you so much.
So I'll come over tomorrow.
No, you have to wait until things calm down.
What about the money?
Transfer to my account. Keeping your existence a secret is crucial. We can't afford for the debt collectors to find out, right?
Can't we meet?
It's for your own safety. Just please arrange the money transfer. Also, please file the divorce papers.
Understood. Are you really okay?
Yes. I might not be able to stay in touch from now on, but don't worry too much, okay?
Got it. Please be careful.
Honey, what happened with the money? The debt collectors are here again today. I really need you to transfer as soon as possible. It's been quite tough.
Oh, sorry, I've been caught up in a few things and I haven't sent the money yet.
Okay, but can you prioritize that? I'm running around trying to keep you out of trouble. It was really tough today. Honey, are you there?
Sorry, yes, I've actually received some results today.
Results? For what?
The results of the investigation.
Huh? More importantly, the money. Please, send it over.
How much was your debt again?
Come on, it's 300,000.
Where did you borrow it from again?
What?
Where did you borrow it?
Oh, it was a bank, I think.
So you borrowed 300,000. And how much was the interest?
Maybe around 100,000 or so?
Maybe?
Wait, it might be a lot more. Well, I'm not entirely sure.
What about the duration of the loan?
About 10 years, I guess?
That's odd.
What's the matter?
If it was a regular bank, I don't think the interest would accumulate to that much over 10 years. Also, it's strange that they're sending debt collectors.
Oh, maybe it wasn't a bank. It might have been one of those shady loan companies.
A loan shark. In that case, it's the opposite. The interest is too low. This is very odd.
So, maybe they are a kind of lenient loan shark.
Oh, I see. Well, that's somewhat good news.
So, send the money soon, please. I'm begging you.
Oh, by the way,
What is it now?
can you send photos of the loan agreement?
Hey, I'm in a hurry here. Just send the money quickly, okay?
But you know, if it's a shady loan company or something like that, you might not have to repay. And you could even consult a lawyer. That's why I need the photo.
Come on, there's no time for that. These guys are not reasonable. They might come for me again today. Are you okay if something bad happens to me? I might not be able to protect you.
Oh, that's totally fine.
What?
You see, I've consulted a divorce lawyer. I'm not a co-signer. I don't think there's a need to protect me.
Divorce lawyer? Anyway, everything will be okay with 100k transfer. Transfer it now.
Well, you know, I spoke to your parents.
What? Why? I told you not to, didn't I?
When something doesn't sound quite right to me, I look into it until I'm satisfied. Besides, what's wrong with getting in touch with them? They're the original borrowers, right?
I guess you have a point. How are they doing? How did you even get in touch so easily?
I did with no issue. And they're doing well. They're going on a trip to Alaska tomorrow.
I see. Well, as long as they're doing fine, that's good news.
They told me to come by their place to pick up souvenirs next week.
Going on a trip to Alaska, huh? It sounds like they're in high spirits. And I'm glad, lol.
Of course. Because everything's as usual. Everything's as usual, you know.
I guess so, because I'm the one who took on the debt.
What are you talking about? They're far from the kind of people who let their son shoulder their debts and go on a vacation. I know the truth. I mean, your parents too.
What?
Here's the plan for the future. Negotiate alimony. Finalize divorce.
Alimony?
Filing a fraud complaint.
Fraud.
Going to the police. Your parents are on board too.
Wait.
It was a pretty elaborate lie. But as you might have imagined, my husband had been staying at another woman's apartment. It was truly a shocking situation. Obviously, his parents were also appalled. I decided not to file a police report for their sake. But I did make sure to negotiate alimony. I promised not to make this incident public, and he agreed to the amount.
I'm sorry to text you this early, Lily. I know it's such short notice, but I can't attend your wedding today. What? I'm really sorry. My mother collapsed and I needed to go to the hospital. I'll visit you later with a wedding gift. Well, I'll see you soon. Wait a minute. You're not coming to my wedding because your mom is in the hospital? I am still waiting to find out the details. But I got a call from the hospital that she was brought in. They said she had a heart attack, but I don't know yet. Anyway, I have to go now. How can you not know the details? You just don't want to come to my wedding. You are a jerk. What? You are lying because you don't want to come. I didn't think you were the kind of person who would do such a thing. You wouldn't celebrate your best friend's wedding. Wait a minute. I didn't lie about anything. What are you talking about? You just told me that your mother was sent to the hospital. There are things you can and can't do. What? I can't believe you are missing your best friend's wedding. Please don't take it out on me because you can't get married. No. What are you talking about? My mother fell ill and I'm upset. Don't say such a thing, Lily. Of course, I feel sorry for you. You've been looking for the right guy for 2 years, and I'm getting married only 3 months after I met my boyfriend. I can understand why you're jealous and want to miss the wedding. Lily, I'm not jealous. You don't have to act tough. I'm embarrassing to be jealous of your best friend. But the most embarrassing thing is that you try to get away with it by lying. Huh? I even prepared a bouquet for you. If you're not there, who's going to get it? The bouquet toss is only for you. Wait a minute. It's okay to have a bouquet toss at the wedding. But what? What do you mean it's just for me? You're the only single guest. I would hand it to you instead of doing a bouquet toss. I was going to give you a beautiful bouquet. That's not necessary. Are you going to introduce me in front of everyone? I don't want people to feel sorry for me. I'm just trying to share my happiness. I'm worried about you still being single as your best friend. It's none of your business. Anyway, I can't attend your wedding, and I'm going to the hospital now. Oh my God, you're so stubborn. I checked with the fire department and they said no ambulance. That proves your lie. Did you really call the fire department? I just wanted to help you. I can't be friends with you anymore. I said sorry for missing your wedding. Don't ever contact me again. You are so stubborn. You'll never get married. Thank you very much for saving my mother's life. The hospital gave us your contact information. You found my mother when she collapsed. Thank you so much. It's my pleasure. Is your mother okay? Yes, she is sleeping now. You found her right after she collapsed from a heart attack. You also quickly stopped the bleeding on her head. Thank you for everything. Please let me pay for your damaged clothes. No, don't worry about it. I was on my usual early morning run, and I was in my old jogger. I was going to toss this anyway. I'm not okay if I don't do anything. Do you have some time to meet today? Please let me at least pay for your pants. It's okay. I appreciate your kindness, though. Actually, I had my wedding today. A wedding? Yes, I just got back to my place, but I need to pack. I'm going on my honeymoon tomorrow. I'm off to a good start, being able to help people on my wedding day. That's enough for me. I have a question. Was your wedding at Green Spa and Hotel? That's exactly where we had the ceremony. How did you know? Oh my, actually, I was supposed to be there today. What? I never thought I'll be greeting the groom like this. Nice to meet you. I'm Lily's friend Amy. Are you the one who called Lily this morning? I think so. Well, I've heard about you from Lily. She said she had a friend who ditched. She was mad and calling you a liar and all that. Oh, I see. Well, a no-show is a no-show. I'm sorry I couldn't attend your wedding today. I'm sorry Lily was so rude to you. I believed her words until just now. I thought that some people were terrible, but it was a misunderstanding. I told her that my mother had fallen ill. Lily wouldn't believe me, even after I told her what was happening. But I'm glad you know I'm not lying. Once again, congratulations on your marriage. I'll send you a thank you note and a gift when things settle down. Thank you for being so concerned. I'll explain the situation to Lily. It will be sad to see your friendship end in such a misunderstanding. Thank you very much. Well then, enjoy your honeymoon. Hey, Amy, aren't you going to apologize to me yet? It's already been a week. What? The wedding is over, the honeymoon is over, and you still haven't apologized to me. I've been waiting for you to do that. Are we just going to stay insulted forever? I didn't do anything. I apologized for missing your wedding. If that's what it takes to keep me out, I'll have to live with it. You've got to be kidding me. You still haven't apologized for lying. Why don't you apologize to me right now? Do it if you want to keep your friend. I've told you repeatedly, I never lied to you. Are you still saying that? It's ridiculous that you keep lying when it's so obvious. Why don't you be honest and tell me everything? Tell me that you were miserably jealous. Then I might be able to forgive you. Huh? You will never have a boyfriend if you aren't honest. Accept it and apologize. You don't have common sense. You'll never be able to marry. That's enough. You don't believe me no matter what I say. You look down on me for being single. You should apologize to me. Why should I apologize to you? I've had enough of this. I'm seriously cutting you off. You can't even celebrate your best friend's wedding. You'll be single and miserable for the rest of your life. You should go back to being single. What? Let's get a divorce. I didn't know you were this kind of person. What is this? Who are you? It's me, Alex. I'm despairing of finding out an unexpected side of you. What? Alex? Why are you here? Amy and I were at a coffee shop earlier. She wanted to give me a thank you gift. Were you two at a coffee shop? And a thank you gift? You told me about your friend who didn't come to our wedding. She said she couldn't attend because her mother had fallen ill. Yes, that's right. It's so unbelievable that she lied to me. I couldn't believe she wouldn't attend her best friend's wedding because she was jealous. She was not lying. Her mother did collapse. I found her on my morning run and brought her to the hospital. Huh? Apparently, her mother had also been out for an early morning walk. She had a sudden heart attack and collapsed. It's a blessing in disguise that I found her shortly afterward. Wait a minute. Wasn't she lying about her mother? Nope. And you didn't even listen to her. You called her a liar when she was having a hard time. You also disrespected her. You should be ashamed of yourself. Oh no, that's... I loved you for always giving me happiness, but I didn't realize you were incapable of being there for people. I have to ask you to break up with me. Huh? Wait a minute. You're kidding, right? We just got married. We can't break up over something like this. You cut off Amy because you thought Amy was a liar, right? I'm just going to do the same thing. I don't like people who lie. I don't understand. I never lied to you. I may have misjudged Amy, but I never lied about anything. I know you're still on a dating app, aren't you? What? You hide the fact that you're married and communicating with many guys. You're looking to meet other men. Wait a minute. Why are you saying that? I was having a little chat with Amy. We were talking about dating apps over coffee. She showed me her profile on the app. What? I never seen it before, so it was a new experience for me. Then I found an account with a picture that looked just like you. That's not me. I wanted to think it wasn't you, but it was you. Your profile photo is the one from our honeymoon. What? The one I took at the beach. I can't believe you are using the photo on a dating app. The profile says, single, no boyfriend for 3 years. How could you come up with such lies? Oh no, it's just that I don't want to live with a woman like you. We just had a wedding, but there's no way I will stay married. If we're going to break up, the sooner the better. Wait, Alex. I'm not looking for another guy. I wanted to know if there would be any reaction to my profile. Huh? I said I was single and I had exchanged some messages, but I haven't met anyone. I signed up because I missed all the fun I had before I got married. I was going to delete it soon. I wasn't thinking about cheating on you. I can't trust you. You betrayed your husband right after we got married. You haven't met in person? I don't care. If a couple loses faith, that's the end of it. Oh no. By the way, you can't just delete your profile. I took a screenshot. We're having a family meeting this weekend. Oh no, wait. Don't tell my parents about the app. My parents are very stubborn people. They hate dating apps. If they find out I signed up, they'd be furious. I don't care what your situation is. We'll see what happens. And please don't try to run away. It's all your fault, Amy. You ruined my life. Huh? I had a serious talk with both of my parents after that. Do you know how I felt when Alex showed my parents my account? My selfies? My profile? My parents saw everything. It was so embarrassing. How is it my fault? You signed up for a dating app when you're married. Shut up. It's all your fault. You showed the app to Alex. You shouldn't have been meeting up with my husband in the first place. I didn't have a choice. You said you would never talk to me. I wanted to send you a wedding gift at home. But you cut our ties. So I asked Alex to come to a nearby coffee shop. You were trying to steal my husband, weren't you? That must be why you were meeting alone with him. I would never do that to my friend, and neither would he. Didn't you learn about not making assumptions? Shut up. You ruined my life. And now you're talking to me like I'm a big jerk. I'm getting a divorce because of you. Oh, so that's what's happening? Alex is nice to me, makes a good salary, and we had the best marriage ever. Now that it's gone, you'd better take responsibility. You need to find me another guy. What? A divorced woman doesn't attract men. You have to help me. Starting today, I'll go to parties every night. You have to come along and assist me. I can't keep up with you. You have to find someone on your own. Don't drag me into this. I'm done with you. I'm divorced because of you. You must help me get married as soon as possible. Just shut up and follow me to the party. I can't. I'm getting married. Huh? I can't go to a party. I don't want to break my fiancé's heart. Wait a minute. What do you mean you're getting married? You haven't had a boyfriend for 2 years. I met this person and he proposed to me the other day. He said he was serious. He gave me an engagement ring. Huh? I had a really good feeling about him. Then my mom got sick, and it was tough, but he was so kind to me. He said, "Let's show your mom your wedding dress as soon as possible. Then, will you marry me?" No way. Yeah, I was really happy. But I wasn't sure because I had never gotten so serious with someone I met on the app. So I asked Alex his opinion when we met. I wanted to get a third-party opinion to see if he was someone I could trust. And? Alex told me that he should be a decent guy. I got the courage to take the first step. He even came to visit my mother in the hospital. I'm so grateful to meet someone like him. That's not fair. You're getting married, and I'm getting divorced. I can't allow my friend to be happier than I am. Hey, Lily, we're not friends anymore, remember? So you don't have to be jealous that I got engaged. Don't be so mean, Amy. Look, I'm sorry for everything I've said and done. Please invite me to your wedding. I'm sure your fiancé has a lot of nice friends. I only want the people I care about at my wedding. Sorry, I have no intention of inviting strangers I've cut ties with. Oh. Well, take care. I have to visit my mother soon. You'll have to go to the party by yourself. My relationship progressed smoothly. We've decided to have a wedding this year. Of course, I don't plan to invite Lily. I haven't heard from her since then. It looks like she's been going to many parties daily, but she's still single. And she's been trying her best on dating apps. She sets up a date, but the other person cancels. Then, she relentlessly blames the person on the app. Her account gets terminated. Then, she signs up for another dating app. Now she has no more dating apps that she can use. Someone told me that she has even gotten involved in dubious apps.
Please, pick up the phone.
What? What the hell? You're being a pain in the ass. Don't call me 1,000,000 times.
It's an emergency. Oliver, come home. My water broke.
What? What did you say?
My water broke. I'm having the baby. Where are you? Come home. I have to get ready to go to the hospital.
What a pain in the ass. You're gonna have to go by yourself. I can't. I'm busy.
What? No, it's not about being busy or anything. My water broke. The baby's coming. Get it?
So what? Why don't you just go to the hospital or wherever? Don't bomb me with calls. You're a pain in the ass.
Why? What are you talking about? What are you thinking? You're going to have a baby? By busy, what do you mean? You've already finished work, haven't you? I don't know where you are, but come home soon.
I can't. I'm at the airport. I'm going on a trip with Carla. I won't be back for 4 or 5 days.
What? Wait, Carla? You're still seeing that woman? You said you'd never see her again. And what's with the trip? You knew I was about to give birth. You told me you'd never cheat on me again. You promised.
That was just a promise. You're an idiot for believing that. You know what? It's your fault. Just because you're pregnant and you're sick with morning sickness, your hair is shaggy, you don't wear makeup, you don't cook anything good. You have a belly, you're out of shape, and you abandoned your womanhood. You aren't even doing your job as a wife, which is to take care of your husband. You can understand why I want to be pampered by Carla. If you don't like it, try being a good woman who won't make a guy cheat on her.
I can't believe you. You said you didn't want to break up with me. You got down on your knees and said you'd never cheat on me again. I thought I could forgive you because it was your first time, so I rebuilt the relationship. I even kept quiet about it to your parents. You betrayed me.
Because if I had just left you like that, I would have had to pay alimony, right? You even hired a professional to collect all kinds of evidence. You're so sneaky. That's why I cry so hard and go down on my knees, just until things cool down.
Oh my God, that's terrible. You're a real jerk. I'm leaving you. I'm divorcing you this time. I still have proof of the last affair. I'll make you pay alimony. I'll never forgive you again.
You're really out of your mind. That stuff is long gone.
What?
And that photo evidence you hid from me. The investigation report from the detective agency, everything. I erased all the evidence of the affair. I found it and threw it away while you couldn't get around. Otherwise, I wouldn't have openly declared an affair. I'm not an idiot like someone I know.
No way! Why?
Your argument is too weak. Even if you divorce me, you can't get alimony. You don't have a single piece of evidence. I'll delete this message in a second. No one will believe anything you say. You're just gonna cry yourself to sleep, aren't you?
That's terrible. You're horrible.
Say what you want. You don't have any parents or relatives. You can't get a divorce. You'll be a single mom with no alimony, and that's just hard. If you swear to be a house slave for me and Carla, and you get down on your knees and cry, I won't divorce you.
Who's gonna get down on their knees for you? You're a bastard. I'll never forgive you. Even if you get down on your knees and apologize, I'll never forgive you this time.
I don't need your forgiveness. Well then, I'm going on a trip with my girlfriend. If you want to have a baby, have it alone. I don't give a shit what happens with it. Don't call me while we're on vacation. Well then, good luck. Sis, I've been getting a lot of calls from you for quite a while now. Is something wrong? What do you mean, it's something wrong? What have you been doing? Why did you keep ignoring my calls until now? Oh, I'm sorry. I was on a business trip. It was an important trip. I just wanted to focus on work. I had to turn my phone off for a while. Business trip? How dare you? How can you leave your home with a pregnant wife in the last month of pregnancy? Aren't you worried about Eleanor? You're my brother, but you're a horrible person. I had to work. I had no choice. No need for excuses. It's already too late. What? What do you mean? The ceremony was over yesterday. The ceremony? What ceremony? You don't mean a funeral? Yes, I do. I sent you a bunch of messages. No, sorry. I haven't seen them yet. Oh, the funeral. You don't mean it's Eleanor's? Oh my God. You think it's because I've been away? And the baby too? Oh my God. I should have stayed home. I'm sorry, Eleanor and the baby are in heaven. How am I gonna live on my own now? What? What are you talking about? It was our mother who died. What? Our mother? Mom passed away. The funeral was yesterday. What? Why Mom? Not Eleanor and the baby? I thought Eleanor and the baby went to heaven. Huh? The baby was born safely 3 days ago in the middle of the night. Eleanor is a little tired, but she's fine too. No way. Seriously? Are they safe? Eleanor and the baby too? What the... Don't confuse me like that. What was that reaction? It's as if you're disappointed that they're okay. No way. There's no way that's true. Don't be weird, sis. I'm glad they're okay. But I can't believe Mom died all of a sudden. I'm shocked and confused. Mom, she was frail, but she wasn't sick, and she's been fine lately, hasn't she? How did it happen? You hypocrite! Whose fault do you think it is? You are the disappointment as a child. Huh? Why am I the one who's getting yelled at? You know, Mother died because she found out about your infidelity. What? 3 nights ago, Mom called Eleanor. She wanted to visit her, but Eleanor didn't answer the phone, so she asked me to check on her because she was worried about her. So I went to see her in the middle of the night and found her at the front door in labor. I rushed her to the hospital. In the delivery room, she talked about your past affairs and how you left her when her water broke and went on a trip with your girlfriend. When Mom heard about it, she collapsed. She was in shock and she just... Mom had always been frail. She was in the hospital, so they were able to treat her right away, but they couldn't save her in time. That's how shocked she must have been to hear that her own son was a cheating bastard. No, what? Wait a minute. Why are you talking about me cheating on her? Where's the proof that I cheated on her? I didn't cheat on her. Eleanor is lying. She's jealous because I'm busy on a business trip. I bet she lied to get attention. That's enough. I've got tons of evidence. Photos and reports Eleanor collected in the past. Eleanor showed them to me too. You can't get away with it. You're lying. I'm sure I threw everything away. You've always been out of touch. Eleanor made sure to back up everything. She hid them in a place you'd never look. And the outburst you texted this time, and your declaration that you're going on a trip with your girlfriend, it was all captured in screenshots. Looks like Eleanor was one step ahead of you. You can't be serious. You already saw everything? I saw it, and so did Dad, who came over later. Dad and I are both furious. I can't forgive you for my mother dying of shock because of you. And I can't forgive you for taking such a nice girl as your wife and then playing around with another woman. And you left Eleanor when her water broke and went on a trip to cheat on her. You're the kind of person who thinks that if Eleanor died because of that, you'd hook up with your lover. That's why you were so happy when you thought that Eleanor and the child died, right? Shame on you, you bastard! No, it wasn't. It's not my fault. It's all her fault. She made excuses for the pregnancy. She stopped doing her chores, stopped wearing makeup. She stopped being a woman. And when I went to get a girlfriend for comfort, she made a big fuss about cheating, divorce, alimony, and so on. I'm the one who has to live with someone who stopped being a woman. It's her fault for not trying to be more feminine. If it's alimony, I'm the one who wants it. You'd understand, wouldn't you, sis? You'll take my side, won't you? You've got to be kidding me! Eleanor risked her life to have your child. You betrayed her and put her in danger. And now you're telling me she's not doing the housework? You're no more than a kid with the brain of a junior high school student. No, but I don't think it's my fault alone. You're all blaming me, and it's terrible. Shut up! I'm sure Dad will tell you officially later. We're disowning you from our family. It's your uncle's company you work for now. He'll fire you before you can cause any trouble for the company. And you'll pay Eleanor alimony and get a divorce. What? Wait, disowned? What do you mean? Fired? This is a final decision. From now on, you're not allowed one step in our house. And you're not allowed to have any contact with Eleanor or her child. I'll kick your ass if you break any of the conditions. We don't need a scumbag like you in our family. Wait a minute, sis. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I never thought my mom would die of shock. If I had known, I never would have cheated on Eleanor. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Apologizing to me won't make up for what you did to Eleanor. It won't bring Mom back. Go to hell. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No way. I'll never forgive you. Oliver and Carla were then apprehended by Violet and her relatives. They were dragged out in front of her relatives, and he was disowned by his father. Next, he was made to pay alimony for the affair in one lump sum and promised to divorce me. Finally, Oliver's uncle fired him. Instantly, they were both kicked out with nothing but their clothes on their back. Oliver became unemployed and penniless, and after a big fight with Carla, they broke up. Once he sent me a video of himself crying and apologizing and tried to get back together with me. After that, Violet went to physically beat him up, and I never heard from him again. I am now a single mother. My father-in-law and Violet care about me and help me. I am able to manage my life while raising my child. I also visit my mother-in-law's grave every month. I'm sorry to have gotten her involved in my problems. But thanks to my mother-in-law calling me that night, both mother and child are safe and sound. I will continue to offer my gratitude and offerings to her. Agnes, you lied to me. I didn't think you were that kind of person. I guess I didn't see that.
What's the sudden commotion? I don't understand. What do you mean I lied to you?
Don't play dumb. I'm talking about living expenses. I've always thought that $1,000 a month was a lot. I asked my coworkers about it, and they said some is definitely being pocketed. I know you're spending my hard-earned money on luxuries. I'm not gonna let you do that anymore.
I'm sorry, I'm missing the point. Where did you get that idea? I'm not pocketing anything. I'm not splurging, I'm saving.
Shut up! Don't make excuses. Starting next month, I'm lowering the living expenses to $500. You make me work all the time to pay the bills. I want more money to spend freely, too.
500? Are you serious? How am I supposed to manage on that little?
A friend Mike at work says he only puts in $500 a month. That's how good his wife is at making ends meet. If Mike's wife can do it, why can't you?
Mike just got married, right? And they live with his parents and don't have kids yet, right?
We can eat well on $500 a month, too. In fact, when I was single, my monthly living expenses were about $400 to $500.
Why are you comparing your single years or newlywed family? We have 2 high schoolers and a junior high schooler, and they're all on sport teams. We use 20 to 30 pounds of meat a week. We blow $500 on meat alone.
It's your job to make ends meet. There's gotta be a way, like using cheaper meat. You're terrible at handling money. As a wife, you're not considering the fact that you're in charge of the family's wallet.
What? You think it's my fault? If I put cheap meat on the table, you'd get angry and say it's not good. And does that 500 include rent and utilities? Does your friend's 500 include those too?
I don't know about that, but anyway, Mike says 500.
Maybe it's 500 a month for food only. In our house, 500 is just for food for a week. How are you gonna live on that?
500 a week for food? Come on, that's spending too much. You should save more. You're a woman.
I'm still trying to save money by going to sales and stuff. I don't care if you're a man or a woman. 500 is a small price to pay for a growing kid.
When I was single, I spent only a few dollars a day on food. You can do it with more people, right? You know what? I don't want you to skimp on meals. I want you to prepare 3 healthy meals a day, just like you've always done. You can work it out by going to cheaper supermarkets.
You need to know that what you're saying is crazy. It's impossible to cut costs on food without changing the meal. I mean, do you really think you can eat 3 solid meals a day for a few dollars? When you were single, your diet consisted of macaroni and cheese, right? A few dollars for 3 meals a day with a main dish, several side dishes, and salad. What about the cost of living? Besides food, you have utilities, a mortgage, and taxes. And you have to pay for the children's school materials and clothes too, you know?
Even so, $1,000 is still a lot. I'm the only one losing money. I'm tired of wasting my hard-earned money. I won't pay more than $500 next time.
You say you're the only one, but I'm paying the same amount. And when it's not enough, I pay extra. I work, I pay the bills, I do the housework, I take care of the kids. All you do is go to work. If anything, I'm the one who has the hardest time.
Don't act like you're a big shot. Housework is easy. Anyone can cook and clean. You're a superb wife if you can do your job and housework perfectly and save money. If you're gonna go that far, why don't you try it yourself? Try to save $500 for the next month. A month? I'm gonna cook dinner? From shopping to cooking, you have to come up with a different menu every day. 3 meals a day, including lunches for the kids. I'm not heartless either, so $500 for food alone. If you try hard and go to supermarkets that are even a penny cheaper, can you really cook the same amount of food as before, even with $500 a month? Try it yourself and you'll see. But I have a job. It's impossible. Oh, I'm working while I'll do it. Don't tell me you can't do it. You said anyone can do it, right? All right, I'll do it. $500, and not just for food, but for utilities and everything. If I can do it, I'll only pay $500 the next time. Deal? Okay, deal. If you can do it. After that, I gave Sean $500 for food for a month and left him in charge of the meals. He was very enthusiastic at first, but there was no way he could feed 5 people with $500. The meals gradually became more and more skimpy, and the children complained about it. Within a week, he apologized to me, understanding how much money we usually save. I carefully explained our family's expenses in the family budget book and made him understand that $1,000 was reasonable. Sean apologized profusely to me and started to help me with household chores little by little.
Hi, Taylor. Have you had a chance to think about the cohabitation thing? I've been waiting for your response forever, but I can't wait any longer. It's been a whole month. I'm sure you've reached a decision by now. Can you let me know already? Why are you being so stubborn? Hi, Alana. I've already given you my answer many times. We're not going to live together. And I've also told you many times that I won't accept that answer. If your mother-in-law requests to live together, you should go along and say by all means. It's time to stop this pointless stubbornness and learn what it means to be a good daughter-in-law. Besides, Cole also wants to live with me. But your stubborn attitude is holding him back from taking the next step. He has clearly said he doesn't want to live with you. It's a joint decision between us not to live with you. Either you're making assumptions or he's being considerate toward you. You clearly don't understand his feelings. You're failing as a wife. When you deny the most crucial part, it's impossible to make any progress. Anyway, living together is happening no matter what. I'll move over there. You better be thankful since I'm going through all this trouble. No way. Once I've sorted out my moving arrangements, I'll let you know, so make sure you're prepared to welcome me. No matter what you say, we have no intention of living with you.
Hey, honey. Sorry for texting you so late. I got a message from my mom about the living situation. Is she forcing us to agree or something?
Oh, hon. Yeah, it's like she's taking matters into her own hands.
I'm totally against it. I can't live with her. You made it clear, right?
Of course, I haven't agreed to anything. I was planning to talk about it when you got back from your night shift. I guess she made the first move.
What happened?
If you read our chat from this afternoon, it'll make more sense. But to sum it up, it's like if the mother-in-law wants to live together, the daughter-in-law should follow suit. I told her you were against it too, but she said it was either me assuming things or you're being considerate toward me. You're supposed to be in favor of living together, so she's planning to move in with us. She said to get ready to welcome her. Voila.
Seriously? She's just completely ignoring our opinions. Even though she's my mom, I'm so fed up with her. So when is she planning to move in?
She let us know when she's ready, so it might not be right away, I guess.
She hasn't given a clear date. Doesn't seem like it's happening in the next few days. but we should probably consider that we don't have all the time in the world. Well, we should figure something out before our honeymoon trip next week.
True that. I guess it won't be tomorrow or the next day, so we still have a bit of time.
My break is almost over. I'll just finish my night shift for now. Let's discuss it tomorrow for sure.
Got it. Good luck with your work. Taylor, you guys are going on your honeymoon today, right?
Yes.
You'll be back in a week, right? Right. Okay, so what time do I need to be at the airport? JFK or Newark?
What?
I'm asking you. It's just that you never told me where to meet you, so I took the initiative to ask. Seriously, hello? You can be such a scatterbrain sometimes.
Do you mean you want to come to the airport to see us off?
Huh? I'm going on the trip with you. What else?
What the?
So where and when are we meeting?
Well, I, didn't book your ticket.
OMG. It's just me and Cole. Why? Why am I being left out? That's not fair.
Left out? It's a honeymoon trip for us. It's normal for a married couple to go alone, right?
What are you talking about? The whole world might think that, but Cole should want to take me with him.
He's right next to me asking if you, who's never been overseas, have a passport in the first place.
Oh, come on. I could just buy one at the airport.
Are you serious?
Why?
You can't buy a passport at the airport. You have to go to the passport agency, make an appointment, and submit an application.
Passport agency?
I think the nearest office to where you live is probably W Main Street in downtown Rochester.
Then I'll go right away. I'll swing by there and then head to the airport.
But they don't give you a passport then and there. It usually takes some time.
What in the world? So I can't go with you?
No, you can't.
Did you plan this on purpose?
Huh?
I guess this is why there was no prior discussion. When you arranged the trip, you intentionally left me out and only booked for 2 of you, right? And to make sure I wouldn't accompany you, you kept the passport application a secret. You got quite the nerve. You must have kept all of this from Cole, too. He must be really upset that I can't go with him. A despicable person like you isn't worth being his wife.
He actually handled all the travel arrangements, you know.
That's a lie.
And why would I ask about passport stuff for someone who's not supposed to go?
Hold on. So you mean I wasn't included from the beginning?
Right. You never were. To be honest, the idea of you joining the honeymoon is so outrageous that both of us are really taken aback. We've never heard of parents tagging along on a honeymoon. It's weird.
But
I guess you understand now that it's not something you can just leave on a moment's notice like a domestic trip. Anyway, I have to go.
Hi, Taylor. I guess you're flying back now. Well, that's not really important. The thing is, since I couldn't go on a trip with you and had some free time, I decided to put it good use by preparing for the move. It went pretty smoothly, and I've already set off for your apartment. I'll be there in about 2 hours, so I'm letting myself in, okay? Oh, and you don't have to worry about the key. When you guys stayed over for Christmas, I borrowed it from your bag and had a spare made. You've been pretty tight-fisted, so I took matters into my own hands and it paid off. But seriously, starting today, I can live in that fancy apartment too. It might not be one of those trendy high-rises, but being on the top floor is still amazing. My son sure knows how to pick a nice place. So Taylor, starting today, we're living together. You're going to get some serious training from me. Hey, the key isn't working. What's going on here? Taylor, are you there? Answer me.
Alana, I just got off the plane and turned on my phone. What on earth is going on? I want clear explanations from you.
Oh, Taylor, I arrived at your place a little while ago, but the key isn't working.
Huh? You're already there? What happened to let us know beforehand? Like you said you would.
Well, it's because you didn't take me on the honeymoon. I had some free time, so I moved in early. More importantly, why isn't the key working? Did you change the lock because you didn't want me here? You're really sneaky, aren't you? I guess I'll need to rethink my plans for your training room today. It's going to be even more strict and draconian than originally planned. In your dream. What? Phew, that was close. Dodged a bullet there. I don't get it. What are you talking about? I don't want to talk to you anymore, especially since you're so unreasonable and freaky. What the? Hey, you! You're insulting the mother of your husband.
Mom.
Oh, Cole! Listen, Taylor just unleashed some totally uncalled for verbal attacks on me. You're going to help me with the training to put her in place. I'm living with you guys from now on, and I'm going to make sure everything's just right.
Never mind the training. All you ever do is say whatever you want.
See? She's really selfish, isn't she?
I'm talking about you.
Me?
Since you seem to have trouble believing her, I'll say it myself. We're not going to live with you.
No way!
It's been 10 years since Dad divorced you, and it seems like you still have a problem living alone. But the moment you take out that frustration on her is so appalling that living together is out of the question.
Hold on, Cole. There's no need for you to be considerate to such a terrible wife of yours. I know your true feelings. It must have been tough all these years being with her. From now on, I'll be with you so you don't have to worry anymore. You've already landed, right? I wonder how long it'll take you to get home, since it seems like Taylor changed the lock. I'll wait for you at a nearby cafe.
She didn't change the lock.
Really? Then who could have done something like this?
It's not a prank. The management of the apartment probably changed the locks as part of their preparations for the next tenant.
Management? New tenant?
We've already moved. We didn't want to be there when you barged in on us. It was a smart move before our honeymoon.
OMG. Oh, I get it. Taylor must have said something to you, right?
What the?
It's okay, I'll help you out. What's the new address? I'll find a good divorce lawyer for you. I won't let that terrible woman step a foot inside of the new place.
God, don't you get it? Haven't you realized that Dad divorced you because of your personality issues?
Huh?
God darn it. You never admit your mistakes and even have paranoid delusions, leading to constant disputes with neighbors. Do you know how ashamed Dad and I felt every time we had to apologize for your fits? How many times have we had to move and I had to change schools because of you? I had a miserable childhood thanks to you, and even as an adult and after getting married, I still have to be plagued by your issues.
Wait,
Dad put up with a lot, you know. He endured it all those years until I turned 18. I've had enough too. To be honest, I reached my limit a long time ago. I managed to endure because we lived separately and we only met occasionally.
Cole, what are you saying? You love me, don't you?
Yeah, right. I don't need a mother who completely ignores my feelings and insists on cohabiting.
Cole, honey.
This is the very last time I talk to you. Goodbye.
Cole!
It seems that Alana was hoping to sneak into our apartment and start cohabiting while we were on our honeymoon. However, her plans took an unexpected turn when Cole declared estrangement, leading to a tantrum and even involving the police. Moreover, when she mentioned her ex-husband as her emergency contact, it was a complete dead end. He's currently living abroad. He anticipated that she might cause problems in the future, so he moved away early on. The honeymoon also had the purpose of visiting him, so there was no way we could take her. In the end, she returned to her hometown where there was no longer a family. Her infamous reputation from back then still haunts her, resulting in an abrupt shunning by the community. But she is probably still living in her lonely world filled with self-pity and delusions of victimhood. Hey Sarah, what are you up to right now? Are you at home?
Yeah, it's getting dark out, so I don't have any plans to go out. What's up?
I'm going to drop by a coworker's place and pick up his child, and then we'll head home together. Can you take care of the kid?
Huh? What do you mean?
They're going on a 5-day vacation starting tomorrow, and I volunteered to babysit their child.
What? Hold on.
By the way, he's a 3-year-old boy.
Seriously? What are you thinking?
What's wrong?
You do realize I'm in a state where I could give birth at any moment, right? You haven't forgotten that my due date is around the corner.
Come on, it's not a big deal. If you can hold P, then you can hold it in too. It hasn't come out for 9 months, so you should be fine for another 5 days.
Hold it in? Don't you understand that childbirth doesn't work like that? I have no control over when it happens.
Yeah, looks like I'm dealing with a pregnant diva here. I can't deal with your tantrums right now, so that's that.
Hey!
Anyway, I'll bring the boy home, so take good care of him. Hey, where are you?
Austin.
Hey, you! What the heck are you thinking? You haven't cooked dinner? Haven't even prepared a room for the boy? You're not even here! Don't you have any consideration for your hard-working husband? You're lacking in your duties as a wife. You're on maternity leave and have some free time, so you should be more responsible. Don't act like a spoiled brat just because you're pregnant.
And what about you, you idiot?
What? Are you in a position to say that? You have the nerve to call your hard-working husband an idiot? Seriously?
I'm typing this on her phone. It's from the perspective of a fellow wife.
Wait, who?
It's your mother.
Huh? Mom, why?
I received an SOS from her. She's resting here now. She's too exhausted even to look at her phone, so I'm handling you for her.
Wait, she's at your place?
Yes, I drove her here.
Ah, that diva, causing trouble for you too? You don't have to take everything she says seriously. She's just being spoiled. She's going overboard with her demands just because she's pregnant. If it's that tough, why doesn't she just give birth already and get it over with? I brought my coworker's child with me. Tell her to come back soon.
I saw your chat history.
Oh, so you know she's been too demanding.
How the heck do you expect her to hold the baby in?
Huh?
Taking care of someone else's child right before the due date? It's reckless. You should be responsible for looking after the boy while she rests here. You can handle it, can't you?
No way. It's going to be a problem. I've never taken care of a 3-year-old before. He's my coworker's child, so if anything happens, my position at work could be in jeopardy.
Then why did you agree to take care of him?
Because I'm having Sarah look after him. It's a parenting trial for her, you know?
It's definitely wrong to ask a woman in the final month of pregnancy to look after someone else's child.
But when my friend's wife was pregnant, she cared for their older child just fine. It's not fair to single out Sarah. She's just being lazy and not doing what she can. It's normal for women to be able to take care of children even during pregnancy, isn't it?
Are you talking about Mark's wife?
Yeah. There's a precedent, so I've decided not to spoil her.
He's cooperative with his wife, helps with the chores as a given, and actively takes care of their older child.
Wait, he does chores?
His wife is very grateful for his help, so it seems like he can, right? But what about you? I hear you basically delegate all the chores to Sarah. You don't listen to her when it comes to parenting topics. You often go out from morning till night on weekends, and I heard you scolded her for wanting to stay with her parents right after giving birth.
Because she's just going to depend on them. If we let her have her way with things like having her parents around, she'll just become more spoiled and stop listening to me. As a husband, it wouldn't be respectable if my wife became defiant and stopped obeying me.
You're already doing plenty of shameful things as a husband and father-to-be. On top of that, you agreed to take care of someone else's child during this crucial time? Doing so is a huge responsibility in itself, get it? You sound more concerned about your position at work, but did you ever think about the possibility of the child getting hurt?
If Sarah pays attention, everything should be fine.
Then you should be the one taking care of him.
No way, I've never taken care of a child before.
It's an opportunity for you to learn about parenting, so why don't you take it on? You're going to be a father soon, so you have to try.
Let me talk to Sarah.
Her contractions have started.
Wait, that can't happen yet. I told her to hold it for another 5 days. The kid is running around the house, even drawing on the walls, and it's impossible to handle right now. Send her back home soon. Make him quiet down and clean up the walls.
Idiot, you can't control the timing of childbirth.
Seriously? Then I'll come over there now.
Don't you dare. Don't come to the hospital either.
Why?
You have the boy you just took in. You can't move around freely, can you? You're not planning to leave him home alone, are you?
Of course not. I'll take him with me.
You can't bring a restless 3-year-old boy near a pregnant woman in labor. I'll take care of everything here so you fulfill your responsibility in looking after him.
But I can't handle such an undisciplined little kid alone. I shouldn't have agreed to take him. At least you come and help me, please.
Stop it already. Thanks to Miranda's precise judgment, I safely gave birth to a baby boy. During my short hospital stay, Austin tried to visit me multiple times, despite the warning from Miranda about bringing the poorly disciplined 3-year-old along. Due to the disturbance they were causing to other patients, the hospital decided to ban them from entering. Anyway, that moron's lack of understanding of pregnancy was quite exasperating. I never thought he truly believed I could control the timing of childbirth. My in-laws apologized for his ignorance. I'm now thankful that I got to know his true nature before seriously starting to raise our child. After being discharged from the hospital, I returned to my parents and eventually filed for a divorce. I demanded full custody, of course. Even now, 6 months later, I continue to receive messages seeking reconciliation. He's not fond of my parents, who are straightforward about things, so I don't have to worry about him ever showing up here.
Mom, I have something important to tell you. Listen to me carefully.
Jeffrey, what's wrong all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Did you get pickpocketed abroad? I told you it might happen, so you want me to lend you money?
Listen to me seriously, Mom. I lied about being overseas. I'm actually running away from my wife.
You caught her cheating on you? You're so pathetic.
That's not it. Wanda is a dangerous woman.
What a thing to say first thing in the morning. You're always making jokes.
Have you heard from Wanda lately?
I haven't seen her for 3 months since you said you were going abroad.
In that case, it's fine. Keep your distance.
Why? Wanda is a sweet lady.
Don't be fooled. I know I've joked around in the past and it was annoying, but this time, I'm serious. You need to believe me.
What are you trying to say? Explain it to me.
If I tell you, I'm putting you in danger. I'm asking you just to keep your distance and pretend nothing's wrong.
Then you shouldn't have told me. I'm just curious.
I want you to be on your guard. Don't let her in the house.
What can a tiny girl like that do? I used to be a lacrosse player. I'm not going to let her do anything to me.
That's not the point. Lacrosse was years ago, remember? You're not in the same shape as before.
What do you mean? You can't tell me to be careful without explaining what's going on.
Wanda has a history of taking people out.
What? You're joking again. Do you enjoy making fun of your own mother?
It's not true. Believe what I say.
Then she should have been caught by the police.
Well, she got away with it, didn't she? I know everything she did. That woman is dangerous.
Then call the cops right now.
I don't know where she is.
What's going on with you guys? Where are you now?
I can't tell you where I am right now, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm fine.
That's enough. Your father also suddenly disappeared, so don't talk about things you don't fully understand.
I'm sorry.
Your father's company has been going out of business for some time now. I have no idea what's going on. I'm going crazy.
I'll find him. I promise. Just listen to me. If you don't, the same thing might happen to you.
Hey, don't say something like that. It sounds like you're threatening me. What am I supposed to do with such vague information?
I'm worried about you because you're alone and my dad's disappeared. Just be careful. That's all I can say right now.
If you and your wife are fighting, end it now. Don't do anything to make it worse.
Just make sure you lock the house up, okay?
Okay. My son, who was supposed to be overseas, came to my house badly injured. Wanda, do you know anything about this? Kendra? For real? What does that mean? What have you done?
It's...
Jeffrey's covered in blood. What the hell happened? If you know what happened, tell me.
Don't ever let him in the house.
I already did. He's sleeping now.
Oh, no, no, no. If we don't do something, there's gonna be big trouble.
I know he's hurt real bad. I think he needs to be treated, but he doesn't want to go to the hospital. I don't know what to do.
Please, run away.
That's what Jeffrey said. Are you and him working together?
Just hurry up.
How can I leave my son in such a state? You're a heartless person, aren't you?
I'm begging you. Please, believe me. Otherwise, you'll be in danger.
You both said the same thing. You don't know who to believe.
It has to be me.
Did you do this?
Huh?
He warned me before. Beware of Wanda.
What does that mean?
He said you are dangerous. Who the hell are you?
I'm just an ordinary housewife. What do you mean dangerous?
Jeffrey said you have killed people before.
That's ridiculous. I would never do such a thing. I think he said that to trick you.
I didn't believe him either, but my son came home in this state. You can't blame me for being suspicious. Thinking back, Jeffrey's text at that time had a different feeling than usual. He sounded more serious than usual. Why couldn't I have believed him sooner? I feel so sorry for him. He's covered in so much blood.
Did Jeffrey say he was attacked by me?
Yes. Why don't you turn yourself in? Fortunately, Jeffrey is still alive.
I'm just trying to protect you. I didn't think you'd suspect me.
I'm confused too. No one is explaining clearly what's going on.
I'm coming to get you.
He told me not to meet you. If you come near my house, I'll beat you with my lacrosse stick.
I want to tell you the truth about everything.
Oh?
But just hang on for a bit. I'll have someone contact you, not me.
Who?
Kendra, it's me.
What is it now? I have nothing to say to a man who left his family and disappeared. You don't call me for a year. What were you thinking? And the next thing I know, the company's gone out of business and you've disappeared. Have you thought about how I felt?
I'm sorry. I had no choice.
What is going on with everybody? Well, say something.
I didn't think Jeffrey would go to yours. Can you get out of the house now?
No, I don't want you to tell me what to do.
Okay, I'll explain the situation. Once you understand, you have to get out of the house immediately. You can't let Jeffrey find out. This is not a joke. I'm really serious. So listen to me with that in mind.
Tell me quickly.
First of all, it's because of me that Jeffrey is hurt.
You attacked him?
It's more accurate to say I failed to finish him off.
Huh? How can you say that? Like he's a bug or something. What a thing to do to your own son.
He's not my son. He's not a bug. He's the devil.
What are you even saying?
Wanda is right. You need to trust her.
I think you're having an affair with Wanda. You've been communicating with her and not contacting me. That's extremely suspicious. Jeffrey found out about you and Wanda's affair, so you hurt him to keep him quiet?
It's not that simple. I was after Jeffrey, and he was after me.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
If I had stayed home, you would have been involved too. That's why I had to disappear.
Explain it so I can understand.
Jeffrey is a member of an overseas Black Ops organization.
What? This isn't a comic book. There's no way that's real. You call me after a year and make up lies like this?
It's true. About a year ago, I happened to see Jeffrey in a bar. There were some seedy-looking people with him, so I called out to him, but he gave me a hard stare and disappeared.
It was probably just some rough friends.
They didn't speak English.
I have foreign friends too.
I was curious, so I followed Jeffrey a few times, but then someone started following me.
It was just your imagination.
The biggest sign was when he pushed me off the platform at the train station.
What? Oh my god, but you're okay.
Luckily, I managed to climb out, but I could have died. But I got a text message right away. Your life was saved. Next time, it'll be your wife.
That's...
I think it was meant to tell me to give up and forget what I saw, but I didn't want to live in fear, and I felt that you might be in danger if I stayed with you.
Is that true? Is that why you left? For me?
Yes. I didn't tell you anything because I knew you wouldn't believe me anyway, and also to protect you. I'm sorry I made you feel worried by not telling you, but I had no choice.
Then why were you in touch with Wanda?
Wanda had noticed the change in Jeffrey and was looking into it.
What?
I was following him, and she called out to me from behind. I was surprised.
So it was like that.
With Wanda's help, we lied that her mother was sick and that she had to leave the house for about a week. I bugged their house so he wouldn't find out, and heard men speaking broken English and Jeffrey talking about a plan.
What was the plan?
They said they wanted to get rid of me and Wanda, who were following them, and kill you too, just in case.
That's not true. Jeffrey would never do such a thing. He always used to annoy me with his weird pranks. But he was a kind-hearted boy who never did anything wrong.
Jeffrey lied to you about being posted overseas, didn't he?
Yes, but...
He quit the company at that point. I guess he decided to make his secret job into his full-time work.
And what the hell kind of job is that?
Everything bad people do. I don't want to have to say it. It's the kind of things you don't even want to talk about.
Why would he choose something so dangerous?
I don't know, but I've seen it. I saw Jeffrey beat the shit out of a guy.
I can't believe it. He was the kind of kid who would make a big fuss just because a ladybug flew by.
People's character can change. As his father, it pains me too, but he's not the Jeffrey we know anymore. He's a different person, so as a responsible parent, I decided I need to get rid of him.
Maybe if you talk to him, he'll understand.
No, we're long past that point.
What do you mean?
A Chinese guy came to Wanda's parents' house. He said, "Please drink this delicious tea," and left some tea for her. Of course, she didn't drink it and reported it to the police, but they said it was laced with something very dangerous.
You mean Jeffrey's friend came to Wanda's parents' house with the intention of erasing Wanda with the tea?
That's right. The police was investigating, but they never caught him. There's a video of Jeffrey assaulting her, but even if they got him for that, he'd be out in a few years. And I figured it wouldn't make sense to go straight to the organization.
So you did this reckless thing. But what can you do? You're just an old man. You were more reckless than me with my lacrosse stick.
Well, I'm a man though. I thought if I attacked Jeffrey from behind I could do it, but he noticed me, resisted, and I missed my chance.
He was hurt badly. He's covered in blood. Poor guy.
If he's alive, I failed. Like I said, he's not the Jeffrey we knew. Don't feel sorry for him.
But you don't have to go this far. He's our child. And you're going to go to jail.
If I don't do it, there will be more victims. I don't want you to be the mother of a criminal.
But if you do it, I'll be the wife of a criminal. It's the same thing.
Our divorce has been finalized.
What? I didn't sign any divorce papers.
I know your signature was forged. Wanda wrote it for me. I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You said you're protecting me, but you're completely cutting me out. I'm Jeffrey's mother too. I have a right to know, and I want to fight with you.
Your only son, who you've loved and taken care of, is going through this. I knew there was no way you could accept it. In fact, you're shocked and upset right now. I'm sorry to say this, but even if you were to offer to help me with this, I don't think you could really do it.
I want to believe in my son, but I also need to trust you as my partner of 30 years. That's why I snuck out of the house earlier.
Really?
Don't worry, Jeffrey doesn't know.
Where are you?
You know that abandoned house in the neighborhood that's called a haunted house?
You're in that place?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Huh?
What? You don't remember where the haunted house is?
No, I remember. Alright, I'll come get you right away.
No, just send Wanda.
Why only her?
What if Jeffrey wakes up and wanders outside? He'll try to attack you for sure.
But Wanda's in danger too.
She's small and inconspicuous. She's brave. She'll be fine.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I'll find a place to hide. I'll join you later.
I understand.
I fooled you. Huh? I have Mom and Wanda. Thanks for sending Wanda alone, like you promised. I see. It was me texting you all along. Didn't you notice? I guess that's how it is with married couples after all these years, huh? Don't hurt them. That's up to you. What do you want from me? Get me out of the country. Why don't you just go? I've already been flagged. The minute I get to the airport, they'll get me. So you're gonna make sure I get out safely. You think I'm capable of that? What? You think I don't know? You're CIA, aren't you? So you knew. Mom and I always thought you were just an ordinary company man, but with my organization's help, we figured it out right away. Don't underestimate our research skills. Don't tell your mom. I don't want her involved. Your obsession with me was a little over the top for just a dad, but it makes sense if you're CIA. Well then, let's get this over with. Get your ass out here. Even I don't want to have to hurt two weak women. Then let them go right now. That depends on your answer. With your clout, you could get a plane or two, right? Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but that's my dad. I'm counting on you. But I can't do all that for just you. No, I've got a few more people with me. I want them all on board. 2 women's lives are at stake. You'd do that for me, wouldn't you, Dad? No, I can't get everyone out. That's physically impossible. Huh? What do you mean? Don't you know? All of your guys, except you, have already fled the country. Huh? They betrayed you. They cut you off and went back to their own country. You're lying. They said they were taking me with them. You still don't get it, do you? They used you. And when you were no longer of any use to them, they threw you away. No, no. Do you think there's any reason why such an organization would care about a 30-year-old businessman with no redeeming qualities or connections? You're just a patsy. You're just a front so they can blend in here. It's a trick they use a lot. Lies! They told you you'd get a lot of money and all you had to do was the dirty work. That's right. They were offering me $3 million to go back to their home country with them. I could live off the money for the rest of my life. That's not the kind of pay you would get starting from the bottom. Oh, really? Then what about my villa with a pool? What about my dream of being surrounded by beautiful women? It won't happen. It's only a dream. I know you're hiding in that abandoned house. Don't go outside unless you have to. You're surrounded by special forces as a result of the break-in. Huh? Wanda's carrying a GPS. It's embedded in her skin. She didn't even notice. Don't tell me you knew I was the one texting. You texted you weren't afraid of ghosts. She's the opposite. She's always been a little tough on you, but your mom hates ghosts. She's a strong lacrosse player, so she's not afraid of anything living. But she can't stand ghosts that can't be physically attacked, so I knew right away that you were impersonating her. Dad, I was wrong. Those guys threatened me and I had no choice but to do the bad things they asked. I'm sorry, but that's not going to work. For the past year, I've seen your brutality with my own eyes. You're not even my son anymore. You're just a vicious criminal. Damn, what the hell? Then why didn't you just arrest me? Did you enjoy messing with me, stretching it out? I didn't enjoy it at all, but my bosses got greedy. They wanted to use you as a bait so they could get to the main part of the organization. Huh? But in the end, they ran and just left us with trash like you. Prison, huh? Well, that's shitty. But I'll be back in a few years, and we can do this all over again. Oh, come on. You think you can get off that easily? Huh? I can't go public with this, and whether you believe it or not, you're not heading to jail. Where are you sending me? For people who have worked with foreign criminal organizations, there is a special facility. You can serve your country there. You can do some good for once. You're kidding, right? You forget. I've always been bad at telling jokes. You forget how you used to groan at me every time I tried. Stop it, Dad. I'm your only son. My mother will be so sad. Of course she will be. Mommy used to think that your jokes were charming. She'd be sad to see you turn into such a piece of trash. Let's live together again. I'll admit my mistakes and make amends. Put me in a regular prison. Then tell me, why did you do this? All I wanted was the money. I wanted to take care of you and Mom. You know, travel, golf, jewelry, bags. Is that right? Wanda and Mom would have gotten worried if I told them I quit my job, so I lied. When you found out, I was so flustered that I lost my cool and tried to take you out. I'm sorry about that. You were the one who pushed me off the platform. I didn't know for sure, but I never thought you'd tell me yourself. I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad you're alive. That's good to hear. Now, can I please just go turn myself into the cops? Who said I forgive you? You said that's good to hear. I mean, it's good to hear that you're a lying piece of shit. What do you mean? Because if I saw even a glimpse of the old you, it would break my heart. I'm relieved to see you've become a different person. A man, no morals. Huh? This will be my last job. I want to do it with no regrets. You're not gonna help me? We're about to go in. If you hurt the hostages or try to run away, we will open fire. No. Dad, please help me. I'm scared. I'm sorry. I'll be better from now on. Forgive me. I knew you know. When you were a kid, you pretended to be afraid of ladybugs, but you used to hide them in jars and prick them with a needle. What? So your act won't fool me again. Dad! See you later. Did he really think he could buy a villa with a pool overseas, surrounded himself with beautiful women, and live a life like that? Jeffrey, who was so taken with such a dream that he got involved in evil deeds. If you ask me what has happened to him, I can't answer the question. Let's just say that he's suffering endlessly now. Well, it's like an urban myth. People living a normal life have no way of knowing this story. My wife had her skull fractured by Jeffrey. Wanda also fought back and suffered serious injuries, but fortunately both of them had recovered. I asked Wanda to wait 7 years to receive the insurance money and inheritance after Jeffrey's death. I quit my job, proposed to my wife again, and we are now on our second honeymoon. It's good to be at peace.
Kaylee, are you awake? Even if you're asleep, I hope you'll see this in the morning.
I'm up.
Tomorrow, Kaylee, could you go alone? I suddenly got some work that came in. I have to go to Miami.
Well, that's too bad. But if it's work, it can't be helped. When will you be back?
I'll probably be gone for about 3 days. I'll probably be able to come home on Wednesday. I'll bring back some stone crab to make it up to you, okay?
I'm not mad at you. It's okay. Anyway, haven't you finished work yet? It's already 10 p.m. You're going on a business trip tomorrow and you're working so late.
Stop nagging. I'm already done with work. I'm sending you a message from the cab. Don't start complaining just because I'm late. You're really irritating.
Don't get mad at me. I'm not blaming you. I'm worried about you. I'm worried that you'll get sick if you go on a business trip without enough sleep. Work is good, but your health is more important. Take care of yourself.
You don't need to tell me to take care of myself. I know how to take care of myself. Don't tell me what to do all the time. If I had as much money saved up as you do, I wouldn't have to work so hard to earn money. I don't have $300,000 saved up. I want to make more money. I get annoyed when people condescend to me using their wealth as a shield.
Are you talking about that again? Let's just stop. If I knew you're so competitive, I wouldn't have told you how much money I have in savings.
I'm not being competitive, idiot.
We've been married for 5 years, right? And when I talk about having a baby, you seem to be concerned that it would cost a lot of money. So I told you how much money I had saved up from when I was single.
Yeah. Here we go again, bragging about her money.
I didn't do it to brag or belittle you. If you're worried about money, don't be. I just wanted you to be positive about having a baby.
I told you, I don't have any rivalry with you. But I did say, don't get carried away just because you have a lot of money. I told you I was annoyed because you were getting on my nerves and condescending me. I could save that much money if I wanted to.
I just happened to have a good investment portfolio, and it turned out to be that much. I got lucky. Surely it's because I've been steadily accumulating it since I started working. That's why I had the money to begin with. You can't save $300,000 all of a sudden. I don't want you to get mad and work a lot of overtime.
What? Are you saying I can't do it? Are you calling me incompetent? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not at all. For example, if I tried to save $300,000 over 10 years, I'd have to save $2,500 a month, you know?
So what the hell?
That's just not possible, no matter what you think, right? That's about what your base salary is, and more than half of that is for living expenses. It's absurd to try to earn more than twice that with overtime pay. So in my case, I invested my money in assets and made $300,000. If I were like you and worked overtime and took on business trips to earn money, I would drop dead before I could save $300,000.
I told you, I'm taking care of my health.
I don't want that. That's why I'm asking you to moderate it. It's for your health.
Then why don't you invest my savings? Make my savings into $300,000. If you're going to talk so big about investment management, you can do it, right?
I didn't mean to sound like a big shot. Besides, how do you know it will work out that way? If it were mine, even if I lost the principal, I would be prepared for that because I did it myself. I'd feel horrible if I lost your savings, so I can't do it.
Oh, is that right?
Besides, we're a married couple, so our finances are the same, right? So that means we have $300,000 in savings. Isn't that enough? Do you want to save it on your own earnings?
No. If you mean that we have $300,000 in assets as a couple, I guess that's enough. That's right. You're right.
But don't get all worked up and waste it, okay? It's money I've been accumulating for the future. So don't spend it on, say, a home of our own or educational expenses when we have a child and so on, right?
Yeah, I know. But don't be too big of a jerk about the fact that you have $300,000 in savings for our family. I'm the head of the household. No matter how much you contribute, it doesn't change the status of our family. I'm the boss. Don't be mistaken, okay? If I wanted to save up, I'm totally capable of it.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever made a big deal of it, but I'll watch my step.
Huh? Up until now, you've been flaunting your $300,000 and acting like a big shot. You thought, I have a lot of money and you don't, didn't you? That kind of thing doesn't need to be said, and it pisses me off. You try so hard to deny being arrogant, but you are. You can't help but be so snobbish in what you usually say and do. No matter how much you talk, your arrogance shows through. Making more money or having more assets than the man, frankly, it pisses me off and it's annoying. You're my wife, so you should take a step back and support your husband. You're a moron.
Why do I have to be called a moron? I don't know, but anyway, from now on, don't get all riled up trying to make money, but think about your body when you work. Please do me that favor.
Okay, well, I'll be home soon. Could you make me a sandwich? I want something light.
What? Didn't you already eat? It's already late.
I went out for drinks after work to entertain a client. I can't just chow down when I'm entertaining, can I? So I want something to eat. Just make a sandwich, okay? It's a wife's duty to make food for her husband and wait for him. Don't be overbearing about money. Keep your head down and serve your husband.
I understand. Well then, be careful and come home. Dylan, are you working late again today?
I have a meeting with my client's representative in the evening. He's always dragging things on, so I'll probably have to work late.
I see. So, are you going to have dinner?
As part of the meeting, I'm going to have dinner with the person in charge and some people from the office. I think we're going out for dinner, so you can go ahead and eat. We might start drinking till late. You can go back to sleep in that case.
Okay. So a day like that one last week? Did you have a long meeting then too?
Yeah, I told you. You don't remember? Your memory's pretty fucked up, huh? You're not that old yet, are you? Your skin is changing too. Your looks are aging, but on the inside you're aging too. And you're beyond redemption.
I was contacted from someone at your office last week. I tried calling you, but you wouldn't answer. The house phone rang, so I took the message. You came home late that night, so I told you the next day, remember?
Yeah, that's what happened. What about it?
Actually, that's when I asked the guy at the office. I asked if you weren't still at the office. And guess what he said?
Huh?
He said he left the office quite a while ago. I thought he should be home by now, so I called him at home. That's what he said. I was so surprised. You weren't working overtime then, were you? What's going on? Were you lying?
Huh? I didn't lie. Who the hell was it?
I can't tell you because he helped me.
Helped? What help?
This week, when you said you were working overtime and it was late at night, I asked him to tell me if you really worked late.
Huh? What the hell is that? You've got to be kidding me. You don't trust me? Isn't that right? You can't trust me, that's why you do things like that. A couple that has no trust isn't a couple. Then it's no wonder I'm cheating on you, is it? You're the one who didn't trust me and broke up the marriage. It's not my fault. It's yours.
What are you talking about? That's not going to work. Is that an admission that you were cheating on me? So you're saying you were cheating on me by saying you were working late?
It's pretty obvious now, huh? You probably already knew, right? You confirmed that I lied when I said I was working late this week. You confirmed it, right? Then there's no need to check again. You're right. I was cheating on you. All the days I said I was working late, I was seeing a woman. But it's all your fault. It's your fault for making me cheat on you.
It's my fault that you cheated on me? Why would you do that? Should I just accept it? You're not even going to apologize?
See, that's what I'm talking about. As a woman in charge of the family finances, you're just fine. If you're a man, you can't help it if you have an affair or two. If you just closed your eyes, you'd be a little more lovable. You're not like that at all. You're not cute. You're a decrepit old hag on the inside and out. And you're in a bad way.
You're cheating on me and I'm supposed to turn a blind eye? Because you're a man, you don't have a choice? What time period of values are you throwing all over the place? You're calling me an old lady, but you're not even from the same era.
Oh God, shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Okay. I'm sorry. It's my bad. I'm sorry. I apologized. So that's it, right? I'm breaking up with Nadia. So let's just say it's over. See? We're done talking about this. All is well. You're safe now, and I'll learn from this and not cheat on you. So, that's it. We're done. Do you understand?
No, I don't get it. That's a very random apology, and it's a very hasty solution.
Shut up! I told you this is the end of it, didn't I? You can't listen to your husband?
Husband or no husband, I can't do what I don't agree to.
It's over! It's over! It's over! I'm telling you, this conversation is over. You're really persistent, aren't you? Shut up already! Shut up! Or what? You want a divorce? I'll give you a divorce anytime you want.
Okay, that's enough. I'm going to bed. Good night. I wanted to leave right away, but I had a lot of things to take care of. So I decided to stay in the house for the time being. Then, perhaps thinking that he was forgiven, he began to go to see Nadia with impunity. Then one day, I noticed that my bank book was missing and called Dylan, who was on a business trip. Then, I discovered something unbelievable. I also texted you during your lunch break, but do you know anything about my bank book? Could you please reply without blowing me off? It's a bank book with 300,000 in it, right? You took it out, didn't you? If you don't know about it, it means the house was robbed. We'll have to file a theft report with the police.
You're rattling on and on, aren't you? You're right. I took it, and I withdrew all the money.
Huh? How? That's a lot of money. No matter how married you are, no one but me could have withdrawn that much money, right?
We live in a very convenient world now. There are websites that provide fake driver's licenses and passports. I have a driver's license made with your date of birth and Nadia's picture. We both went to the bank together and withdrew the money. The banker didn't suspect a thing and gave it to us.
What are you doing? That's a crime. If I report it, you'll get arrested.
That won't happen because your property is my property. Because we're married. It's our property even if I withdrew it. It's not a problem. If you want to report me, go ahead. It's just a waste of time and effort. It doesn't get much interest if it just sits in the bank. I'm going to put it to better use.
So, you wanted to invest it? Then you should have asked me about it beforehand. I can't believe you falsified documents and withdrew the money without my permission.
It's true, even if you don't believe me. Even if you had that much money, there's no way you could use it. In fact, you were just saving it. That's why I spent it. Nadia always said she wanted to have her own store. I wanted to run a business too. So I decided to make Nadia the manager of the store. And we decided to create an apparel store.
I can't believe it. You mean you already spent it?
It was a good investment, LOL. Now the future is secure for me and Nadia, LOL.
That was my money. I told you I was saving it for when we had kids in the future. And then you gave it to a mistress?
It's our property, so it's up to me how I want to spend it. Anyway, it's time for you to get the hell out of my house. I've already spent the 300,000, so I don't need you anymore. Could you just get out while I'm on my business trip? I spent that 300,000 for me and my girlfriend's future. The money from the investment will ultimately be used for our children, which is exactly what you wanted. So you don't have a problem with that, right? I know you want to be with me, but leave.
We're already divorced though.
Huh?
You said it yourself, remember? You said you'd divorce me anytime. That's why I filed for divorce right away. We're unrelated now. You withdrew money from someone else's bank account without permission. Do you understand how bad this is? You will be punished severely, so get ready.
Wait! I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No, it wasn't me. I never said anything about taking money out of the bank. Nadia told me to do it. I was seduced. It's not my fault. It's hers. It's Nadia's fault. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So please forgive me. Please don't call the cops.
Will you stop blaming others? In the meantime, I'm leaving the house, and I'm sure you'll hear from my lawyer. Okay, bye. Bye. Dylan called and texted me like a storm, but I completely ignored him until I got settled in my new life. I had left the matter of alimony and compensation in the hands of my lawyer. Then one day, I received a call that his cheating partner, Nadia, had been arrested, so I decided to reply.
Kaylee, please. Please forgive me. Please help me. Nadia was arrested. I was called in for questioning. I'll ask my parents for money. So please forgive me. Kaylee, don't abandon me. Please reply to me.
I got a call from my father-in-law. He said he'll sell the house and land and use all his severance pay to compensate me. He was crying. Dylan, you dishonor your parents. Your parents are doing all this for you, and all you do is ask for forgiveness? Are you only going to ask for forgiveness? Anyone can talk. You need to show more sincerity.
I'll use all my savings to compensate you. If that's not enough, I'll keep paying you monthly. I promise I will pay you in full. I'll make sure to pay up, so please just don't get me arrested.
It's not just compensation, okay? There's also the divorce fees, right?
I'll make it work. I will pay you even if it takes me the rest of my life. So please forgive me. If I get arrested, I'll be fired from my company and my life will be over.
You've got it all wrong. I'm only asking for compensation and fees. The police are only acting because the bank is accusing you of fraud.
Then, no matter how much I apologize to you? Oh no, then what am I supposed to do?
I don't know anything about that. Whether or not you'll be prosecuted depends on the interrogation, doesn't it?
If that's the case, I'm so sorry. Please tell the bank that Nadia just seduced me. Please, I beg you.
You can tell the police or the bank yourself. If you're too persistent, I'll make a police report too. Is that okay with you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I won't ask you again, so please don't do that. I'm apologizing with such sincerity. Please.
So what if you apologized? I never said I'd forgive you if you apologized. I think it's too late to do anything after you've been sued, don't you? At any rate, even if you have to go to jail, you'll pay me when you get out, so brace yourself. I'll make sure you clean up the mess you've made. Okay, bye. Dylan received a suspended sentence, so he escaped jail time, but he had to borrow money to pay the compensation and fees. To repay the debt, he had to work from morning till night and never had a day off, even on weekends. He is now a wreck, both physically and mentally. On the other hand, I was able to marry a faithful man through a friend. We are expecting a baby next spring, and I am very happy.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.